Hello everybody. In last session we covered the topic of generation of computer, first generation, second generation, third generation as per hardware used in computer. Anybody remind? First generation we are using vacuum tube, second generation we are using transistor, third generation we are using ICs. As I remember, we already underlined all this content with your textbook. See, the fourth generation, what we are using in fourth generation? VLSI, very large scale integrated circuit. Fifth generation, portable and sophisticated. Example of that hardware. After that, we are also see generation of computer based on software. First generation, machine level language. Second generation, mnemonic code or symbol. Third generation, SQL. They are using a higher level language, specially called translator. What do you mean by translator? The language, the coding written by us automatically translate in machine level language. The example of this translator, high level language is C, COBOL and Java programming is the higher level language. And fourth generation, SQL, structural query language. We can write a simple query in our English language. This is the example of fourth generation language. So these all are the languages as per the computer software. The fifth generation language is designed to make a computer solve a given problem without a programmer. I also given you an example of the refrigerator or another example of washing machine. There is no need to work you just put your clothes in the machine and it will automatically wash. That is a simple example of the automatically work. There is no need to programmer to sit with that machine. This topic we already covered. Now today we are going to see our new topic, types of software. There are two types of software, application software and system software. So the second paragraph, underline this line. There are two types of software, system software and application software developed for application. The system software which is required to run our system and the application software which is made for specific purpose. These two definitions are really very important for your lifetime. You must be remember these two types of software, system software and application software. And I also know you are work with application software. Anybody have any idea about application software? Yeah, you work with it, but you don't know that this is the application software. You can paint the picture with the help of paint. You are able to draw the picture. You are able to play the game with the help of laptop or mobile. Even you are write a letter in your 8th standard. You have a specific topic. You learn writer software, how to write a letter. That is a simple example of application software. And system software, what is system software? When you start your computer, even now mobile there is operating system, that is a system software. See now the next line, system software provides important functionalities like booting computers properly. Booting, what is meant by booting? The same concept of computer is available in your mobile also. When you restart your mobile, restart, shut down, whatever you processing with computer, similar concept is used for the mobile. So system software provides important functionalities like booting computers properly, managing memory, channeling data from secondary memory and primary memory. Now these words are familiar. You must be familiar with this word. What is secondary memory? What is primary memory? We already covered this topic. Primary memory which required to run our system. Before saving our data will be stored in primary memory, and when we give the any name to our file, it will be stored in secondary memory. Hard disk, pen drive is the example of secondary memory. This all topic, if you remember the before topic, then only you are able to understand this topic. So channeling data from secondary memory to primary memory, managing printers and other resources. Example of system software is an operating system. Underline this line. Example of system software. System software, that means which is required to run our system. Are you getting this point? Without operating system, did we run our computer? Never. The translator program mentioned in this chapter are also the example of the system software. If you remember, for higher level language, what is the main concept of higher level language? We can coding, and we can coding in our simple English language, and then that language is translated into the computer language. The work is done by translator. That translator is also example of system software. Some translator programs transform whole source code written in a programming language. That is called advanced. The translated code is later executed to obtain the desired result. The programs are called compiler. There are two types of translator, compiler and interpreter. Now what is the compiler? In this line they are explaining about the compiler. Compiler means what? If the program is 10 lines, the compiler will read the all 10 lines and it will execute at the same time. That is called compiler. Are you getting this point? Suppose programmer write a code of 10 lines. What compiler will we do? Compiler read all 10 lines at a time and run all that line immediately. So that is called a compiler. And underline this line, compiler. Compiler is a translator. And another translator program transform the source code into the target code line by line. There are two types of compiler. First compiler take the whole code and execute it once, and another programmer, another translator, it will be read one by one line. Suppose there is 10 line code, interpreter will be read first line, second line, first line will be okay, there will be error in second line, it will stop here. He will never go to third line if he found the error in second line. So that is called interpreter. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? There is a single difference. Compiler reads the all lines and executes once. Interpreter read the one by one line. Interpreter will be read line to line program, and if he find the error in second or third line, it will stop there. It will never go in next line. So you must be clear the difference between compiler and interpreter. See. And third one is application software. Computer also support business applications such as printing reports from data stored, calculating bills, generating payslip, marking attendance, printing student mark sheet, etc. Special software need to be developed for this type. Suppose I want to give any specific task from the computer, I need to develop that software, and such type of software is called application software. I want to print the mark sheet of the student from the computer. Sorry. It is not easily possible. I need to prepare a program. So that type of program, the program which make for specific purpose is called application software. So there are two types of software, system software and application software. See, application software, computer hardware, system software, Windows installed. After Windows installation, application software will be installed. Same way, system software, application software. See, the figure 2.5 show the relationship among the various components. The popular computers. There is another part also. The types of computer. Desktop computer. You are each and everywhere in our computer lab. So you are working with it. It's called desktop computer. Laptop computer, which is a portable than a desktop. Desktop computer. Laptop computer, we are able to carry it anywhere. They are also called a notebook. As per their size, this is the name of the computer. See, they are giving the figure of the computer. Handheld computer. Handheld computer like a mobile. These are the handheld computer. PDA, personal digital assistant. This will become for the filling the blanks. We see the different type of computer generation. Generation as per the hardware. Generation as per the hardware. Generation as per the software. Types of software. Now these are the as per the computer size. desktop, laptop, handheld, tablet. You are aware about it. You are using mobile. As a mobile size, the computer is called handheld computer. Tablet computer, you are also working with tablet computer. And last one is wearable computer. In movies, you are seeing the audio will be in pen. They are just attach the pen, they are able to read the conversation between two persons. Same way, wearable computer. We can wear that computer and we will go anywhere. Wearable computer are also known as body-worn computer. These are tiny computing devices that are worn by the wearer. The wearable computers are small and high weight. Its weight is very light weight as they need to be carried from human body. So here we completed our second chapter. The summary of this chapter you should be read. You have a textbook. In this chapter we just covered the generation of computer, types of software, and even the different types of computer, laptop, desktop, handheld, and body wear. So you should be completed this exercise. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. My mobile number is there. You should be on your notebook. In first chapter, I also told you prepare a notebook and complete this exercise. So you should be complete this exercise. Thank you.